always hating, said I never make it. I heard these always talking with them. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. I heard he's mad at me 'cause I'm getting money. I heard he's mad at me 'cause he.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. We've got two teams here looking to find a way to win. It's the Jets coming in at 2-6, going up against the Cougars, who come in at 6-2.
Thank you, Larry. Coming to you from just off the New Jersey Turnpike in East Rutherford, we are just about set for football on EA Sports from MetLife Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Cougars and the New York Jets. With about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. He's letting it fly for Cooks. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Second down following the incomplete. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Fresh set of downs here. And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Muhammad Wilkerson able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Rob Gronkowski, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. And it's good to make it 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Garoppolo. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, possession switches hands. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. On 2nd down, here's Brady. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So completion on 2nd down, that brings up 3rd. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
And this one is right down Broadway. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. This is Gordon as they go to him again. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Going to try and throw on 3rd. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler.
Let's face it, we're all going to remember Malcolm Butler from the Super Bowl, the interception that reverberates, the one that denied Seattle back-to-back Super Bowl titles. But he's become a very talented, good player in the league. He's not going to just be remembered for one play.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's got room. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one 28 yards on the ground.
And that's why defense coordinators always preach 11 guys to the ball. Because sometimes you have a missed tackle, but if you have a swarm of guys around, less room for them to roam even after the first missed tackle. In this case, tackle was missed, plenty of open field to get after that.
Brady now on first down. His throw caught right around the 6. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Shotgun now for Brady. Steps, and he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Tom Brady with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. throwing on second. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Fielded just inside the 30. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Leonard Williams. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. Room here to run. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one good for 14 yards. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in 3rd and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in 3rd and manageable. They've got a chance at a 1st down.
Brady now to throw. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Brady to throw on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Looking to throw on second down. Brady. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Sheldon Richardson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. The offense on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Working from the gun, it's Brady. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A second quarter score from down in Houston. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. And Elliott puts this one through. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now out come the Jets. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Gordon. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Second down following the run.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hurry up, here we go.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Going underneath for Gordon. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
The Jets on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8.
Green 39! Green 39! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Now they try the right side here. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. They'll run it now out of the gun. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And a give this time to the tailback. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Throwing on first down is Brady. He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Over. Here we go now. Check. Patriot. Watch it now. All right, now. Lucky 56. Lucky.
After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. Anunwa's got it. Complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. That's caught right side by Anderson. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a jet first down. There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. The Jets on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go now. 3 and 10.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7. Captain Zero out now as he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Eluding the pressure right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And it's second down. But not to get too overcritical there, because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And this offense on third down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Brady. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Tom Brady flashing the mobility, scrambling there for a first down.
Now that definitely hurts, because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Room to run past midfield. Dion Lewis. Touchdown, Chicago. Dion Lewis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Here's Brady to throw. Forced out to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over.
I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
First down, Garoppolo. He's going to float this one deep right side. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Garoppolo to try again on second down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Here we go now. 3-19. Detroit. Leopard. Back in Philly. Here we go. Leopard.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Buying time to his left. Anderson a first down and more. Hauled in by Anderson left side. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 17-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter. in the red zone this time. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. That's complete over the middle to Stewart. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
Here we go. Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Here we go.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Quincy Enunwa, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
And his kick is right through. Cat and 0 out now as he'll kick this one away. Set to return. This is Brandon Cooks. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They go play action here on 1st down. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. He's got it at the 15. A huge play there for Chicago. 54 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Brady gives this one to Lewis. And he takes this down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking to find some space for Dion Lewis there. And now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
And the Jets set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Stewart. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 6 there on first. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He's going to float this one deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Garoppolo. Got to have this one. A strong running. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Brady going to look to throw. He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. John Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. No gain on the play there, second down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
He lost 2 there, and it's third down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
The Jets on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for New York. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for our visitors, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everybody.